let's start off with our headlines in the NBA. Kevin Durant is the first thing I want to talk about in the headlines for the NBA. We can get to the finals, we can get to the draft later on the headlines, but Kevin Durant is the first topic because he might even be getting more attention than the actual NBA finals. Kevin Durant, trade rumors leaking out every day. The Phoenix Suns going to trade their former superstar franchise centerpiece to the San Antonio Spurs, Miami Heat, Houston Rockets. Who wants Kevin Durant? Now, I'm pretty sure Kevin Durant wants to head over to New York. I don't know if New York is reciprocating that or if they even want to negotiate with the Phoenix Suns on that end. San Antonio Spurs, I think, could put together the best package. I just don't know if they want to. Suns asked for Stephon Castle and the number 2 overall pick, which obviously the San Antonio Spurs said, yeah, we're not doing that deal. Maybe a Devin Vassell and number 14 overall pick, but that might even be a stretch. What about just straight up Kevin Durant for Devin Vassell? I think that's a trade San Antonio would accept, but not that right there. Number 2 overall pick and Stephon Castle, too risky, in my opinion, for San Antonio. But hey, what about Stephon Castle for Kevin Durant straight up? I think San Antonio should do a deal like that because you have number 2 overall pick and you're going to take Dylan Harper. You don't want too many guards because if you have Dylan Harper, Stephon Castle, and De'Aaron Fox all on the court, it's not going to work out, everybody. So I think they should trade Stephon Castle for Kevin Durant. I think that's the best package that the Phoenix Suns are realistically going to get for Kevin Durant. Now, the NBA Finals with Oklahoma City Thunder are up 3-2 on the Indiana Pacers. What I see out of the Thunder is just great defense, great coaching by Mark Daiglenut, and same for the Pacers end, where they really almost went up 3-1 in this series. They were up 2-1 and almost made it 3-1, but in Game 4, Oklahoma City stormed back in the fourth quarter. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander proved that he's that guy, but still, Rick Carlisle inching closer to a second career championship, or Mark Daiglenut and the Thunder close it out in this one and get their first NBA championship in franchise history, everybody. Jimmy Butler, another top guy out there in the market this offseason. Where will he end up? Will it be somewhere like Memphis? Will it be Phoenix? Will it stay in Golden State? Will he go back somewhere else? I don't know. But Jimmy Butler, another big name to watch out for alongside Kevin Durant this offseason, just like they were at the trade deadline this season. Switch things over to the NHL. We've got the Florida Panthers up 3-2. And one more thing in the NHL. The Winnipeg Jets goalie was named MVP. Yes, a goalie was named MVP in the NHL this year. Switch things over to the MLB, where a blockbuster deal went down. Rafael Devers, the Red Sox franchise cornerstone, potentially the best Red Sox player since David Ortiz, leaves. Now, Rafael Devers was homegrown for the Boston Red Sox. It's not very common. Now, David Ortiz, he wasn't homegrown. He played his first 5 years somewhere else. Rafael Devers was the guy for the Red Sox. The youngest Red Sox since Ted Williams. Got caught when he was 20 years old, had a great 2017 campaign, had a great 2018 campaign, and kept on going with it until he signed a 10-year, $313 million deal in 2023. At the time, one of the biggest deals in MLB, the most ever for a third baseman. Rafael Devers was really that guy. Then things went wrong this season with Alex Bregman coming in, and we'll talk about more in the Schoolyard Sports Scream the Boston Red Sox, but I just wanted to bring that up. Rafael Devers traded away from the Boston Red Sox, heading over to the San Francisco Giants. The slugger will be playing third in San Francisco, not anything else, and he's making that clear. Shohei Ohtani returned to the mound the other night where he was touching 100 miles an hour, but he only went 1 inning. Next thing in MLB, Giancarlo Stanton is back, everybody, for the New York Yankees. People thought that, Giancarlo Stanton, he'll never play again in MLB. He'll never play again for the Yankees, but he's back. It's mid-July. Giancarlo Stanton already has 400 career home runs. He's a Hall of Famer in my eyes. What about for you? Because I think to have 400 career home runs and never take steroids, that gets into the Hall of Fame, everybody. I don't care how bad your batting average is. I don't care what your OPS is career-wise. Giancarlo Stanton is a Hall of Famer, and the Yankees are glad to have him back in their lineup. Final thing in MLB, a little bit more baseball related around MLB. In the College World Series, we saw Gage Wood, Arkansas pitcher, throw a 19 strikeout no-hitter to eliminate Murray State from the College World Series. Gage Wood, a guy who could be a first-round pick. Where do you want to see him end up in MLB in next month's MLB draft? Last thing in the headlines, switching things over to soccer. We've got the Club World Cup going on right now. You know the World Cup of the countries. We've got this with clubs now, where you'll have teams like Inter Miami going up against PSG, Bayern Munich going up against teams from random countries. Maybe it'll be a Porto versus Real Madrid matchup you'll see in there. Uncommon matchups are going to be seen in the Club World Cup. Players aren't happy about it. They want their vacations to Ibiza at this time of year, but no, they get the Club World Cup, and in America, see stadiums like Rose Bowl Stadium, Hard Rock Stadium hosting matches leading up to next year's actual World Cup. That's about for the headlines this week. Leave your thoughts in the comments.